Okay, be it resolved that cell phones eliminate the need for watches. Our Prime Minister Margie will argue for the motion and speak for 2 minutes.
Cell phones eliminate the need for watches. So they do. And although I find that to be rather self-evident, I will go through the motions of giving you some arguments so that you can come to the understanding that I'm correct. First of all, in our lives, in this modern age, our main goal is to declutter, to simplify, to streamline our lives. More things mean more complication. Whole shows devoted, whole books, whole newspaper columns devoted to how to reduce the amount of stuff in your life. And when you have a cell phone, you don't need to add into that a watch. And when you talk about the quality of what you have, you think about watches being the old-fashioned, when you retire from the company, you get a gold watch. But why have a gold watch when you have a nice new shiny iPhone? Or Samsung Galaxy, whichever you prefer. Which brings the second point, which is that a cell phone is far more accurate when it comes to time than your watch is. So I'm not just talking about losing a minute here or there. I'm talking about the time change we all just went through. How many of us had our phones just automatically do it, and then when we got around to putting on a watch, we went, oh, damn it. Forgot, have to change the watch, right? So it's just like that much more maintenance when your cell phone just magically did it on its own. And even now, we find that our cell phones are becoming watches. So there won't even be room on your wrist for the just analog, old-fashioned, just tickety-tick watch. There's new ones where you can answer the phone and all of that. Your cell phone on your wrist, where your watch used to be. And I'm convinced that if Rob Ford had gotten rid of his watch and just had a cell phone, he might have been aware that he was being recorded instead of being a little ignorant of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Margie. And now to speak against the motion, the Leader of the Opposition, Emily, will speak for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Prime Minister, and hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am here to speak today that cell phones do not eliminate the need for watches. In case you're not sure, this is a cell phone, this is a watch. I have noticed that no one else has a cell phone checking the time on their cell phone. Most people have watches. The primary function for this, the reason for this is the primary function for a phone, for a watch, is to tell time. The Prime Minister spoke about simplifying. Everyone's trying to simplify their lives. Well, it doesn't get any simpler than looking at your watch for the time. Most of the time, I don't know which button to press to find the time, and when I need it, I can look at that clock, but I need to turn on my phone and put my password in to try to get to the time. That's way too complicated when I just need to know, is it dinner time? Is it time to go home? So there's another couple of arguments that the Prime Minister brought up. Your watch is old-fashioned. I have a different perspective on that. A watch can be old-fashioned, but it also can be timely, and it can also be an heirloom. If when you retire, you can get a watch, but a watch can also be passed down from generation to generation. I can't give away my BlackBerry to anyone. Or to the next generation, because the generations happen so quickly. And the point about accuracy, yes, your phone can automatically change when the time change happens on daylight savings. But when you change time zones, it doesn't automatically do that for you. But my watch can save 2 to 3 time zones, so I can switch back and forth. My phone does not do that. So back to my arguments for why the cell phones cannot eliminate the need for watches. One, my watch is very accessible. It's on my wrist at all times. My phone can sometimes be on the desk. It could be in my purse. It could be in my backpack. I am constantly fumbling to find where it is. And also when I'm driving, it's illegal for me to bring out my cell phone to find the time. I can very easily move my wrist like this. Also, a watch can be a fashion accessory. They have all kinds of bejeweled things you can put on your phone, but do people wear them around their necks? Well, maybe some rappers do, but, and actually they do that for watches too. But you can get watches that are a piece of jewelry, especially for men who can't wear as many fashion accessories as women can. A watch is a lovely gift. Also, looking the time on your watch is very discreet. So as the time is up, it's very quick for me to look at my watch as opposed to at my phone, and I know my time is up, so cell phones do not eliminate the need for watches.
Thank you, Emily. And now our Prime Minister will speak for 1 minute.
So much to say, so little time. I will say that if you want to know what time it is in different time zones, you have apps for that will tell you every time zone. And when I've had to deal with people in Argentina, China, India, and Germany, that was an app that I used a lot. But most importantly, well, the second thing would be the heirloom. I would say I hold an heirloom watch right up there with my mother's record player. You know, quaint, but not terribly useful. I have my grandmother's gold watch, sits on a dresser, never goes out. But the main thing that I will say that your phone has over your watch is your watch tells you what time it is. Your phone tells you what it's time to do. Your phone has alarms. It says, it's time to go to debate club. It's time to go to the pub. It's time to go to work. You have a meeting. Watches don't do that. So I would say that they have it all over and above watches, cell phones.
Thank you, Margie. Can I see a show of hands for the motion? And against the motion? 7-7. I'm going to go for the motion. Margie wins.